Recording in progress.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my name is Azizul Wicaksono, and I will be the Master of Ceremony for today's session. And on the behalf of the Committee for Lecture Series, I would like to warmly welcome all of you. We have distinguished guest today, Dr. Regi. Good afternoon, Dr. Regi. And we have our distinguished speakers. We have Dr. Vida Antonio here. And we also have Dr. Sigit Istanto for the speaker from UPGRIS. And I'm really happy to see all of you and all of the participants, and welcome to International Lecture Series 2025. This event is an academic collaboration between Universitas Persatuan Guru Republik Indonesia Semarang, UPGRIS, Indonesia, with Mariano Marcos State University and MSU Philippines. And this event is special because we cover a wide range of academic discussion, especially in the scope of physics and information technology education. So today until next week, from November 11th to November 19, 2025, we have a series of the lecture with inspiring topic presented by our distinguished lecturer and professor from both university. Okay, so to begin our events, let us honor our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay in a respectful position as we listen to the national anthem of Indonesia and the Philippines. First, Indonesia Raya. Thank you. And next, the Philippines national anthem, Lupang Hinirang.
Mga kabayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Okay, thank you very much. And next, we will hear the welcoming remarks from both university. First, I would like to ask the representative from MMSU, Dr. Regi. Would you like to give us like short speech to open our lecture series event for today? So for Dr. Regi, the floor is yours.
Salamat siang, Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. Salam hangat dari kami di Mariano Marcos State University. Kami sangat senang dapat berkumpul bersama dalam acara yang luar biasa ini. Good afternoon, everyone. Warm greetings from all of us here at Mariano Marcos State University, and we are truly delighted to be with you in this special event. Despite the challenges brought by Super Typhoon Uwan, we are currently experiencing strong winds and unempowered off. We are here with you, united in the spirit of commitment and dedication. It is with great pride and gratitude that we welcome you to the International Lecture Series 2025, a collaborative effort between Mariano Marcos State University and Universitas Persatuan Guru Republik Indonesia Semarang. This partnership stands as a testament to our shared commitment to advancing education and fostering meaningful global academic collaboration. With the theme Physics and Information Technology Education, Connecting Fundamentals and Pedagogy, this week-long online event brings together distinguished educators, researchers, and experts to explore innovative approaches in teaching physics and information technology. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Sri Soshati, the President of UPGRIS, and Dr. Noor Hidayat, the Head of International Affairs of UPGRIS, for their unwavering support and leadership in making this partnership possible. Additionally, we are deeply grateful to Dr. Azizul Gofar Kandra Wikakzono, whose tireless efforts in organizing and facilitating this lecture series have been instrumental in its success. We would like also to recognize and extend our gratitude to the leaders of Mariano Marcos State University for their invaluable support in this collaborative endeavor. To our university president, Dr. Virgilio Julius Manzano Jr., to our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Aris Reynold Cahigal, to our Director for International Linkages and Partnerships, Dr. Jeanette Gawat, and to our College Dean, Dr. Ronald Candy S. Lasaten. This lecture series aims to provide an avenue for learning, collaboration, and sharing ideas that will help educators and participants enhance their teaching practices and approaches. We hope that the knowledge gained here will inspire meaningful collaborations and contributions to the field of education and empower participants to address the challenges of modern classrooms. To all participants, thank you for joining us in this academic endeavor. Your presence reflects your dedication to learning and growth, and we are confident that this event will be a fruitful experience to everyone involved. Once again, welcome to International Lecture Series 2025. Together, let us make this event meaningful, impactful, and transformative for all.
Thank you very much. Very inspiring message from Dr. Regi. I'm quite surprised you speak Indonesian very well. It's really nice of you. And thank you. And since this our event, we are really happy to see you in person, even if it's online. But I hope in the next future we can meet in person and have more collaborative event between MMSU and UPGRIS particularly, especially in a physics and IT education. Next, we have our dean. We have the dean of the Faculty of Mathematics, Science, and Information Technology Education, Dr. Supandi. Okay, Dr. Supandi, are you here? Okay, we just have info that Dr. Supandi still have some problem with joining us. So maybe we will wait for a couple minutes for Dr. Supandi to join our meeting. So, while waiting, Dr. Supani, maybe I will explain to you about this lecture series event. So, this event is like the collaboration between MMSU and UGRIS. So, we have like the seven series, including the presentation and the lecture from MMSU in the scope of physics education, and also we have five series, five events in the scope of IT, informational technology education. So each event there will be a speaker from both parties from both university, and they're presenting very interesting topic that maybe all of you can learn from it, can adapt from it, and also can make it inspiration to learn physics and learn IT in more advanced way. It is also helpful for us, especially for the student when you want to develop research, conducting research for your for your thesis and another term you can learn from us, and also we will provide all of the contact from the speaker and lecturer after all of these sessions. So if all of you wants to connect more to our speakers and our lecturer, you can contact us and you can contact me as well. Okay, and we are really happy to welcome all of the speakers from MMU as well. And I hope in near future, it's not only about the lecture series. We hope that we can further develop our cooperation in research and in other academic events as well. So please stay tuned because in the near future, in the group WhatsApp and also in our official social media, we will post any possibilities and any future events regarding academic or non-academic event between both universities. So I hope you can always follow us in social media, and also you can contact me because I'm the representative of UPGRIS for international affairs, and also Dr. Regi, as far as I know, also the representative for from MSU regarding the international affair. Okay. I saw I see Pak Pandi, Dr. Supandi, are you here?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for attending this event. And now we want to hear your speech and remarks regarding to the event and also open this event. So, Dr. Supandi, the floor is yours.
Wait, few minutes, Mas Aziz.
Yes, please take your time, Dr. Supandi. We are really happy to see you here.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, yes, we can hear you clearly. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone, everybody. Dr. Egi Febro from MMSU. Thank you so much, Dr. Vida, yeah, Dr. Vida, speakers and from MSU, and Dr. Sigit Kristianto. Thank you so much, and Dr. Azizul Ghaffar. Thank you so much, everybody in this seminar. Good afternoon, distinguished guests and participation. I'm very happy because we are honored to have Dr. Reggie from International Affairs MSU, who will be in join us today. Our esteemed speaker, Dr. Vida and Dr. Sigit, will share their expertise and insights on topics relevant to physics and technology information education. This seminar aims to facilitate the exchange of ideas, experience, and knowledge among experts and researchers from various countries, even from Indonesia and Philippines. Yeah. We hope that the discussion and presentation will bring benefits to all of us and enhance the quality of education in physics and technology information. Without further ado, let us begin the seminar with enthusiasm and excitement. Thank you and welcome again to our distinguished guests and participants. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Dr. Supandi, for your kind words. And yes, and officially opening our event. Thank you very much. And now we come to the main session for our program. So for the next session, we have like the presentation from both speakers. And to lead us through the discussion, I'm pleased to hand over the session to our moderators. Mrs. Dewi Wulandari. Yes, Mrs. Dewi Wulandari is the moderator for our today event. So now I hand this to Mrs. Dewi. So Miss Dewi, the time is yours.
All right. Sir Aziz, can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes, yes, I hear it. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Aziz, for the warm opening and introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mabuhay. uh, To all the distinguished speakers, the faculty members, and all the participants joining from both Philippines and Indonesia, welcome to the International Lecture Series, a collaborative program between Mariano Marcos State University, or MMSU, with Universitas PGRI Semarang, or UPGRIS. So, on behalf of the committee, it is an honor for me, Dewi Wulandari. You can call me just Dewi, to serve as this moderator. And then in this session, we will have two lectures that connect physics education and innovation towards sustainable learning and technology. Today we will have Dr. Vida Antonio. Dr. Vida, how are you today, Dr. Vida? Okay, we will go
Good
to
afternoon.
good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dr. Vida. Nice to meet you, Dr. Vida. Thank you so
Nice to meet you
much.
all din po.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Vida. Okay, and then we will have Dr. Sigit Ristanto. Dr. Sigit, how are you today, Dr. Sigit? Good afternoon, Dr. Sigit.
Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Sigit. Okay, each speaker will have approximately about 20 minutes for their lecture, and then followed by a 15 minutes Q&A session. Now we are moving to the main part of today's program, the lecture session. So we will have our first distinguished speaker from MMSU. Let me introduce first Dr. Frida Antonio, who will deliver a lecture entitled Contextualizing Physics Instruction. So Dr. Frida Villa Antonio is a professor 3 at the College of Teacher Education, Marcos Mariano State University, or MMSU. She earned her Doctor of Education in Educational Management in 2015 and Master of Arts in Education major in Physics 2003 from MMSU, and holds Bachelor of Science in Physics for Teacher with predicate cum laude from the Philippine Normal University. Dr. Antonio is widely recognized for her work in contextualized physics teaching, teacher development, and science education research. She is a DOST Say Star awardee, a certified professional educator, and has presented numerous international research conferences, including in Thailand and Malaysia. And then currently, she also serves a program chair and advisor for various graduate education programs at MMSU. Please welcome Dr. Vida Villa Antonio. Time's yours, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Dewi, for the generous introduction. Magandang hapon po. Good afternoon to everyone. So, because our power here in this part of the Philippines now is unstable, we opted with Dr. Reggie to before the opening, we recorded already the presentation. So we will just be sharing po the recorded version of the talk.
Good afternoon to everyone. It is my distinct honor, pride, and privilege to be part of this lecture series organized by the Mariano Marcos State University and UPGRIS. Thank you very much, Dr. Asisul and Dr. Fabro, for this opportunity. I am tasked to discuss with you my topic, contextualizing physics instruction. We know that physics is everywhere. And as teachers, we are always looking into what we could make to our instruction. We know that instruction must provide experiences and information from which learners can build new knowledge, and instruction must help to focus those processes so that the resulting knowledge is both valid and powerful. Valid in the sense that it must describe the world well, and powerful in the sense that it must be useful and reliable for our learners in diverse settings. The nature of science being inquiry-based, contextualized, and interdisciplinary are anchored into theories and philosophies that include progressivism, constructivism, and existentialism. And it was pointed out that one of the major or best desirable practices for science teaching is the establishment and maintenance of classroom environments that are learner-centered, knowledge-centered, assessment-centered, and community-centered. So, contextualization. This is not new to us. This has been with us all through the years. So, as a little review of this, we know that it is the process of adapting course content to match the learner's environment. This may include industry, the role, the location, or their culture. It means adjusting our examples whenever we teach, regulatory references, our tone, and even learning objectives in order to align this with our specific learners. So, why do we need to contextualize? When we contextualize, we make competencies become more relevant, interesting, and useful to our students, as these are related to their specific context, circumstances, or area of application. We teachers must help the students to apply the goals of the science curriculum and to inculcate that knowledge and understanding of physics concepts are easier to teach with the students if they can easily relate to it. So we know that contextualization involves localization and enculturation or indigenization. So when we say localization, we will ask, does it fit their locality? Or when we say indigenization, does it fit their culture? So to contextualize, teachers use authentic materials, activities, interests, issues, and needs from the learners' lives. They create rooms for students to pose problems as well as issues and develop strategies together for addressing them. Localization, according to Taylor of 2004, creates freedom for schools or local education authorities to adapt a curriculum to local conditions by way of relating the content of the curriculum and the processes of teaching and learning to the local environment. So it involves adaptation of the curriculum content to the community where changes in a given curriculum are based on its peculiarities. So localization versus indigenization, as we could see in here, when we say localization, we make use of local information, while for indigenization, we refer to examples along biogeographical, historical, as well as socio-cultural. So there are initiatives being undergone by or used by teachers already. One of which is using community resources in teaching. We could do field trips as well to scenic spots, inviting local people as resource persons and others. We could also put learning resource centers or LRCs where our local artifacts are being displayed. According to DepEd Order number 42, series of 2016, there are considerations in doing contextualization. That is, including the following: relating with the community, specifying appropriate relationship of the context with the competency. Of course, it must really be aligned. Spiraling in contextualization, and then contextualization with indigenous communities, and contextualization with ethnic group or ethnicities. So we have here examples of localization and indigenization in the curriculum. Just like, say, for an example, in our physics class, we could use local materials like, say, for example, we considered children's parks, features like having seesaws, swing slides, etc. These are materials or resources that could be used to visualize and discuss concepts on torque, rotational motion, inclines, friction, among others. Now, for indigenization, we have community cultural practices that involve motion, which are used to visualize speed, velocity, acceleration, work, power, energy, etc. Example could be what I used in my study, the physics behind indigenous games. Now, I would like you to see, or I would like to share with you, for you to see some of our innovations in contextualization. So this is the first one. We have consumer physics enhanced lesson exemplars. We developed lesson exemplars. So this work was collaboratively done with my students, Miss Rachel Dakurikoy. So we know that students are regarded as young consumers, and we also have a Republic Act in the Philippines, which is RA 7394, which is a law promoting the welfare of Filipino consumers, and it also adheres to the development and adoption of consumer education program. So, anchored with integrative learning and contextual teaching and learning, we were able to make consumer physics enhanced lesson exemplars for junior high school. So this couple is a teaching resource material that highlights the integration of consumer context in Philippine education to encourage meaningful learning, a holistic education perspective, and self-motivation. So this couple or consumer physics enhanced lesson exemplar consists of a teaching plan and a learner's material. So the learner's material, or the teaching plan rather, is composed, or we anchored in the 7E learning cycle model, which is composed of the elicit, the engage, the explore, explain, elaborate, evaluate, and extend part. Likewise, so you could see on the screen the parts of the teaching plan. So the teaching plan is composed of content standard, the learning competency. It has a description of what is the topic all about. Of course, highlighting also the consumer physics being included, the objectives, the key points, or the physics concepts undertaken on that particular lesson, the lesson proper following the 7 E's. We also have the references, the key to and the key to corrections. So for the learner's material, it really follows the 7 e-learning cycle, all of it. Okay? So the next one is the food physics enriched lesson exemplars. Just like the couple, they are made for junior high school. This is in collaboration with my student Romel Mark Sarmiento. So food physics examines the physical characteristics of food, its components, and its measurement. It includes content preparation, preservation, production, processing, and other food-related activities. So thinking about this could be considered for physics lessons. So according to Salcedo, Filipino food is a kind of love language in a family. The act of sharing food or even just cooking for somebody is such a huge way to show somebody that you care. So just like the couple, anchored by integrative learning and then the CTL or contextual teaching and learning, we were able to develop food physics enriched lesson exemplars. And just like the couple, it is composed of a teaching plan and a learner's material. The teaching plan has the same parts as those of the teaching plan in the couple, but it is also anchored in 7 e-learning cycle. Okay, as you could see in the example. And the 7 e-learning cycle as defined in literature. So these are the examples of the learner's material. So for Pele number 1, sizzle, crackle, pop. And this is the sound of food with description to contextualize. This is the second, sound sculptures. The third, exciting inertia. The third, food and the move and the law of acceleration. And the fourth, mirror in the kitchen. So this is the third, the making of social scientific issue-based lessons in physics. This is done together with my student, Precious Balguna. So, anchored on the emergent model for social scientific issues, teaching and learning, and the CTL, we were able to develop SSI BLP, or social scientific issues-based lessons in physics. Just like the first two studies, this is composed of a learner's material and a teacher's guide. Okay? Now, one feature of the SSIBLP is that its learning material is composed of 8 C's. The parts are 8 C's, which is an elaborated model or format from the 4 C's of the 21st century skills. So the 8 C's stands for course objectives, course overview, critically think, communicate, create, collaborate, challenge yourself, and check for understanding. So every learning material that was made has these parts. Now for the teacher's guide, it has these parts: the learning competency, learning outcomes, the procedure, the physics concepts covered, the kit correction, and the references. So we were able to make 12 SSIBLP for 12 lessons in physics. One component of the SSIBLP is that for every learning material, there is a social scientific issue being discussed in incorporating the physics lessons, or the physics lesson incorporate a social scientific issue, and that is being resolved there as well. Or the students have critical thinking activities of which they could pose or they could suggest some ways on how to solve those social scientific issues presented. So the next one is integrating entrepreneurial and financial literacy concept-based lesson exemplars. No, development of entrepreneurial and financial literacy concept-based lesson exemplars for junior high school. And so this is done together with Silene Gonzalez, Rhea Cabrera, and the others. So again, with integrative learning and contextual teaching and learning as theories or models, we were able to develop these lesson exemplars. So we were able to develop 5 lesson exemplars just basing on what was identified as most knowledgeable. The teachers are most knowledgeable at. So here are the lesson exemplars developed: 1 for mechanical power, 1 for mirrors, 1 for electric motors and generators, 1 for conservation of mechanical energy, and 1 for work. At this part, the right part of the table, you could see the EFL, basic entrepreneurial and financial literacy concepts that were integrated in the lessons. Of course, if we have printed materials, the first 4 were printed materials, we also have interactive modules. And one of which is Pius World, an interactive module in thermodynamics. In here, anchored on the integrative and multimedia learning, and then contextual teaching and learning, we were able to develop these contextualized videos. And these were made part of an interactive module for thermodynamics. So we were able to make 10 in contextualized videos for topics on thermodynamics. The part of the interactive module follows the depth ed format, which include what I need to know, what I know, what is it, and the part of what is it, that is where the videos is placed, and the videos are placed, and then what's more. So this is the explain part, and then think what's the explain part, of which there are also activities embedded in here, and then assessment, and then the additional activity is the assignment part. Of course, the last slide is the list of references and the congratulatory slide. So my student was able to upload these contextualized videos in his YouTube page. And here are the links, just in case you want to access them. So the next one, we also have another interactive module, which is e-comics. In the Philippines, we have comics as part of our reading culture. This is composed of pictures with captions. It could be a drama or something. And so this love of comics of the Filipinos is captured in here. So we also developed e-comics learning material on selected topics in physics. And this is together with Miss Jessica Kudapas. The same theories that anchored the contextualized videos were used as anchor theories for the development of e-com learning material. So we were able to develop also 10 e-com learning materials. And then parts the same with the contextualized videos of Mr. Pio. What I need to know, what I aim, what I know, what I need, what is it, what I think, and what's more. So the what I need is the discussion of which the e-com learning material or the e-comics was placed for the discussion purpose. So the next one is the development of health and environment related learning packets. So this time we did not only consider integrating health concepts, but also environmental concepts in the discussion of physics concepts. So this was done together with Ms. Shaira Marie Valdez. So it is composed of a learner's packet and a teacher's packet. In the learner's packet, it follows the 7 E's. And in the teacher's packet, the first part is health and environment contextualization guide. And then it followed by learning outcomes, the procedure and the use of the learning packets, summary of physics concepts, the kita corrections on the activities, and the last part is the references, a list of references. So we were able to make 16 learning materials here, both for the learning materials and the teacher's guide. So 8 for grade 9 and 8 as well for grade 10. So as is being shown in the screen, we have here the help title of the material, the specific physics topics covering the lessons, the health context integrated and the environmental context integrated, both for grade 10 and on the back slide is for grade 9. So all topics in grade 9 and 10 were identified to have been possible to be enriched with suitable and appropriate health and environmental concepts. And that's why we were able to develop learning materials for them. For grade 8 and 7, we also have health-related lessons in physics, but this now in the form of a work text. And this was done together with Miss Trisha May Sagusyo. So a while back, it was a compilation of learner's material and teacher's guide. And this time, the compilation is in the form of a work text. So this is the cover for the learner's material on the left, and on the right is the cover for the teacher's guide. Now for the learner's material, it is a resource material intended for the learners to deliver instruction, and it has 9 parts: introduction, learning objectives, pre-assessment, the read part, the be a scientist part,
I'm sorry for
concepts,
interrupting.
mastery, enrichment, and post-assessment. While for the teacher's guide, it
Ma'am
has
Fida,
parts.
Ma'am Fida, I'm sorry for interrupting your presentation. 2 minutes more, ma'am. Ma'am Fida?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ma'am Fida, 2 minutes more, Ma'am Fida.
Actually, it is about 3 minutes more and it's done. Oo.
Oh, all right, all right.
Mm-mm.
All right, Mom Vida. I'm sorry for interrupting your presentation.
So is it okay to continue? Just a little bit more. Just
Yes, it's
about
okay,
3
Mom
minutes,
Vida.
ma'am.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Anyway, it's almost done, ma'am. So I think it's fine.
All right, all right. So is there any problem, Mom Vida?
Do we need to, because Dr. Reggie is trying to play it again, ma'am. Anyway,
Oh,
it's
all right.
recorded. It's a
Oh, so
recorded.
this is, oh, all right. So I'm
Mm.
sorry. So this is the recorded, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
we recorded it a
so
while
it's
back
all right.
because we may be having a problem on power interruption. Because as
Connection.
of
Oh,
now, we
okay.
are still having a storm signal in our place.
Oh, all right.
That's why
So I'm so
we
sorry.
made that one to be surely not uninterrupted.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Mm-mm. Do I need to continue still, ma'am? Just a little bit more.
Yeah, sure. Yes,
Okay.
continue, Mom.
Thank you po.
Sir Dr. Ligaya Titulen. So, if we could use our learning resources, why not use games and hobbies that we have? So, Lecaros in 2000 said that play-like experimentation is a valuable form of learning, and play is a form of mental exploration in which children create, reflect, and work out their understanding. So, it stimulates students' appreciation of Filipino values and culture. It affords their social development as well as improve their physics achievement and attitude. So, the use of games, of course, this is anchored in game-based learning theory and contextual teaching and learning, and we were able to develop our indigenous game-based activities. So, the list of indigenous game-based activities is presented here, and the games as shown in the pictures here. Okay, and these are the lessons, the indigenous game-based activities I was able to develop. So this is an example. And then, what did students say after using this game? So when using indigenous games in the activity, it makes our understanding of the lesson clearer because the concepts discussed are immediately applied. Another student said that the use of the indigenous games is used and helpful in our activities because we experience it, and so it is more understandable. Now, let's think about it. Let's always remember that most people learn best in a concrete manner involving personal participation, physical hands-on activities, and opportunities for personal discovery. So with this in mind, and as shown in the triangle in this slide of mine, we must always remember that we must not be tired of contextualizing. We must not be tired of thinking of ways and how we could make our teaching better and better for our students. Now, in closing, I would like to pose this challenge. Can you now make a good contextualized instructional material for your physics students, for our physics students? If your answer is yes, well, congratulations. Let's always remember, I would like to end my talk with this quote to live by. Always walk through life as if you have something new to learn, and you will. This is by Vernon Howard. And an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. This is according to Benjamin Franklin. Thank you very much po for listening. Magandang hapon.
All right, thank you very much, Ma'am Fida. What a very insightful presentation. Very, very mind-blowing. So, very interesting. I think there are many participants wants to ask impatiently, but before we go to Q&A session, let's go to the second lecture. We have the speaker from UPGRIS, Dr. Sigit Ristanto. But before he present his presentation, let me read his brief CV. So Dr. Sigit Ristanto is a lecturer in Department of Physics Education in Universitas PGRI Semarang or UPGRIS. He completed all his higher education, bachelor, master's, and doctor in Universitas Gajah Mada. And then his research focuses on heat transfer, optical physics, and environmental physics, particularly innovations toward eco-friendly and energy-efficient building design. Dr. Sigit has published a reputable international journal indexed by Scopus and Sinta, and his recent research explores the influence of roof coatings on heat transfer in buildings as step toward green architecture. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Sigit. Time's yours, Dr. Sigit.
Thank you, Mrs. Devi. Good morning, everyone. My voice is clear.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly, Dr. Sigit.
Okay, thank you. My name is Sigit. I'm from the Department of Physical Education, UPGRIS. Today, I'm going to talk about the contribution of physics to green building. This topic connects physical science with sustainable design, showing how physics help us create buildings that are energy efficient, comfortable, and environmentally friendly. Green building aims to reduce environmental impact and energy consumption. Physics play a central role in optimizing energy, light, heat, and materials. Understanding physical principle help create efficient, comfortable, and sustainable space. What is a green building? A green building is designed to minimize its environmental footprint through efficient use of energy, water, and material while ensuring occupant health and comfort. The key feature, energy efficiency, renewable energy integration, thermal and acoustic comfort, and sustainable material. Role of physics in green building design. In thermodynamics, heat transfer, insulation, and APIC optimization. In optics, we know about natural light, blazing, and solar control. In fluid mechanics, we know about ventilating airflow. In electric and magnetism, we know about solar energy generation and electrical system. In material physics, we know about develop of smart energy efficient material. Thermodynamic and energy efficiency. The application are reducing heat loss through insulating and reflecting material, using thermal mass to store and release heat, and passive cooling and heating design. Optic in green building. We know about peak of light to maximizing daylight, reduce artificial lighting demand, using low emissivity glass to control solar heat gain, reflective coating, and photovoltaic panel for light and energy conservation. In fluid mechanics and natural ventilation, the application are designing airflow for natural cooling, stack effect and cross ventilation principle, reducing mechanical cooling, works of aerodynamic building design. Renewable and electromagnetism. There are solar photovoltaic system, thermal collector, and wind turbine. In physics in material, we know about development of fast chain material, PCM, for thermal regulation, heat resistant and reflective paint to reduce heat absorption, nanomaterial for insulation, transparency, and strength. Measurement and simulation tool, we can use computational fluid dynamics for airflow analysis, thermal simulation for heat transfer prediction, and energy modeling software. Case study, example 1, H building, Amsterdam, net zero energy design. Example 2, Singapore School of Design and Environmental Hall, passive cooling and natural ventilation. Example 3, Eco development using reflective time heat transfer control. Challenge and future direction. The challenges are cost of advanced material, integration of multiple physical systems, need for interdisciplinary collaboration. Future direction, smart energy management, AES design using physics simulation, advanced computing, and quantum material. Example of physics teaching media with green building content. 1, we can make a mini solar house model. Student with a small model house using material like cardboard, aluminum foil, glass plastic, and attach a mini solar panel. The model demonstrate. Learning objective, understand conduction, convection, and radiation in real contact, analyze energy efficiency principle in building design. Green building link, demonstrate how roof color, insulation, and solar energy affect building temperature and energy use. Example 2, interactive simulation, energy flow in a green building. In topic thermodynamic and energy conservation, we can use media digital simulation like PET, SPRAT, or UPGRIS. Students use an interactive simulation showing a virtual building with adjustable parameter, wall insulation type, window size and material, solar panel efficiency, and natural ventilation opening. Learning objective, explore the impact of design choice on building temperature and energy consumption. Apply the law of conservation of energy to analyze thermal balance. Green building demonstrate how physics-based design optimize energy efficiency. Number 3, experiment kit, measuring roof heat absorption description. Topic in radiation and heat transfer. Media, we can use hands-on experiment. Description, student test different small proof sample. Sample black pine, white pine, reflective, and etc. under a lamp acting as sun. The thermometer or digital temperature sensor to record temperature rise. Learning objective, measure heat absorption and radiation emission. Interpret data to identify which group color minimize heat gain. Green building link, mimic testing to cool roof or heat resistant pine. Technology in sustainable architecture. There are painted galvanum roof prototype, red and white, and this is data collection. We use Arduino and computer, and we get experimental result here. Number 4, wind ventilation tunnel model. Topic fluid dynamic and air pressure. Media type physical experiment model. Description, build a small transparent tunnel or fog model of a building with adjustable fan and fan. Use smoke to visualize airflow. Learning objective, understand Bernoulli principle and airflow pattern. Analyze how window placement after natural ventilation. Green building link, show how building design use natural ventilation to reduce energy used for cooling. Data logger activity, monitoring classroom energy use. Topic electricity and energy conservation. We can use media digital measurement or inquiry-based learning. Description, students use a power meter or smartphone apps to measure electricity consumption of classroom light, fan, and AC unit. They then design an improvement plan and let light natural light use. Learning objective, calculate an electrical energy. Can use equation A equal to P T. Evaluate method for reducing consumption. Including link, promote awareness of energy efficiency and sustainable energy management in everyday environment. Number 6, we can use augmented reality module inside a green building. Topic multidisciplinary, optic, energy, and material. We can use media type, AR or VR-based interactive media. Description, student use AR with matchbook of smartphone AR to explore a virtual 3D model of a green building and interactive. Solar panel, light tube, and thermal insulation layer. Number 7, project-based ALKPD or a worksheet. Design your own green classroom. Topic integrated physics project, energy, light, and air. Media type digital worksheet, Google Slide, or e-worksheet interactive format. Description, students design a green version of their own classroom by applying physics concept. Optimal window placement for daylighting, root color and material for temperature control, renewable energy integration. There are seven teaching media. You can use mini solar house, interactive simulation, rocket absorption kit, ventilation tunnel, energy monitoring activity, AR green building, and a LKPD or a worksheet design project. Basic concept, yeah, we can uh, learning about heat transfer, solar energy, energy conservation, radiation, fluid dynamic, electricity, multidisciplinary, and integrated physics. Conclusion: physics underpin every sustainable building concept, from light and heat to air and material. Physical law guide design decision. Future building will rely upon more on physics-based innovation. Physics is the foundation of sustainable architecture. Architecture. Thank you very much, uh, Miss Miss Dewi.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sige. Thank you very much for a very um, interesting presentation, for a very inspiring presentation. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we arrive to the Q&A session. We will have about 15 minutes, and I will open the Q&A session for three participants for three questions first. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can just drop or write your question in chat box, or maybe you can unmute your microphone and ask directly to our distinguished speaker this afternoon. Or maybe, oh yeah, okay. Before, let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, to fill the attendance link in chat box, so we can record your presence today. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just drop your question. If there is something you want to discuss with our speakers today.
Okay, Miss J, may I have a question?
Oh, okay, of course, Sir Aziz.
Okay, I have a question to Dr. Fida. And you present the interesting topic. Actually, it's about education. And my background is educational sciences, and I'm working on biology education as well. Well, when we talk about like in a middle school, especially in Indonesia, in the middle school we have like the subject science, so physics and biology merge as one integrated science, and we have like the really a big problem because most of our students, especially in a middle school, they have low motivation, they have low interest, they have like they don't give so much effort in doing learning process, especially in physics. So, what do you think? Do the contextualization and something like that, that the approach you present could uh, enhance and foster student motivation and engagement in physics learning?
Okay. So basically, students in the middle schools are playful and they
Mm.
love playing with their gadgets. So oftentimes, we teachers look into what they are interested at and benchmark from what they are interested at for us to start with. Say, for example, they love to play with it with their cell phones. And so one of my students, I asked one of my students with those observation at hand, probably we could use their interest, their knowledge on playing online games to use them for physics instruction. Let's say, for example, the Angry Bird. Okay, the Angry Bird uh, concepts on projectile motion could use something from the Angry Bird mobile app. Okay, another one. Since they love to play games, why not make activities game-like? So we could do making use of traditional games for contextualization, or we could use apps for online games just to as benchmark, as motivating activity for our students. Thinking about this is just my idea. Our students really have this 15 to 20-minute attention span already, because they are very much engaged with gadgets. They are very much engaged with something in their own world. So, uh, in my own perspective, and I usually share this with my students, we really need to look into what they are interested at, and from what they are interested at, we could start from there. O- if we cannot let them stop or reprimand them to not make use most of their times in doing those things, why not make the ones that they are doing a part of the lesson? That is what I could say at that particular question, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That's require a lot of creativity from the teacher's
Yes,
perspective. Yeah.
indeed.
Or maybe you can, if you mind, you can share your research probably, because we have also our student in as pre-service teacher student in physics education. And maybe your work will be like the some kind of idea or insight for our student to like to create something for the future student, because somehow in some topic it's really hard to contextualize, and it's really
Mhm.
hard to how we can bring it into more joyful activities.
Sir, I suggest,
Mhm.
could there be another lecture series of which we could have dissemination of
Yeah.
studies conducted
Yes.
by Indonesian physics major students and Filipino physics major students?
Yeah.
Because the thing that I presented in my talk this time is just an appetizer. It's
Yeah.
just an introduction of what was actually done by our students. So probably there will be a sharing of best practices, best
Yeah.
researches, dissemination between you and I. So that could be another collaboration, sir.
Yes, yes. We will think about that. I hope in the next future there will be more collaboration, especially in academic event, like the maybe sharing like the what the results for our expertise and research product and something else.
Actually, we are
Yeah,
looking forward
yeah.
with that. I was actually talking with Dr. Reggie a while back, sir,
Uh,
that if there will come a time that we could come in there, and probably could also
yeah,
come
yeah,
in
yeah.
visit us here, so that we will not only be sharing online like this,
Yes,
we could really have a little more of bonding, so that we could share more of what we could give for the betterment of physics instruction po.
yes, yes. I hope so. I hope there will be other event in the near future. I will talk to Dr. Reggie and also our higher up official as well. Thank you very much, Dr.
Welcome
Ida.
Okay,
po.
thank you very much, Sir Aziz and Ma'am Fida. Ma'am Fida, maybe one question from me.
Yes, ma'am.
Mavida, do you think the idea of play and play, e-comics, and everything are applicable to the other subjects such as maybe mathematics or biology? Because they are very mind blowing. So I think I want to adopt. So I am a mathematics teacher, so I think I want to, adopt them to in my subject. So what do you think about that, Mamfida?
In terms of comics, it has been used by biology already. We have readily available comics online. You could just access them. However, making a contextualized comics is something. Because when we say contextualize, you need to make use of what students are actually experiencing at home, around them, in school, or wherever. So that they could easily get the idea, oh, this is it. Okay. So, there are apps already of which it could help us make comics. That actually the e-comics material made by my student earned her to win third place in a national conference. So how to make it? Of course, my student did it with an app. But I cannot, just like what I said with Sir Asisul, I cannot specifically or generally describe now because of the time constraint. So another avenue could really make this one more engaging and more described if we will involve really my students who did that. For for comics, for mathematics, why not? Because all concepts, regardless whether it is in science or mathematics or other subjects, any concept have their own story. And once a concept have a story or has a story, a storyline or a comics could be made for it. So I think it's also possible for math. Just say, for example, the story of integers. So you could make in a comics thing what is integer, what is an integer, what are the examples, how to add, how to subtract an integer via a comics thing. And it could be really very interesting. The thing is, technology-based instruction is very in now. And so our students sometimes are getting tired of technology-based something. So going back to what we usually do traditionally is a way of mixing something old and something new together to break, okay, the monotonous technology-based instruction that we are having now. The thing is, the students now are not the students before. So they don't know what were like to study before. So their eagerness could be triggered, that I'm saying it, since they did not experience it yet. Once you let them experience it, a mix match of what is present and what was practiced before could really be something interesting as well.
All
So
right. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Mom Vida. So I think I will try to encourage my students maybe to make e-comics in mathematics.
yes, ma'am.
Maybe to explain the very basic concepts about mathematics. I think it will be suitable.
Miss Dewi, you could communicate with me, and I will introduce you to Jessica, okay, my
Oh,
student,
okay. May
so that
I?
he could
Thank you
interact
so
with you.
much.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you so much. So how could I connect to Jessica? Via email maybe or
Yes, it could be via email. I will talk to
okay.
her, and then um Dr. Reggie will forward. My email is in my curriculum vitae. I think
Oh
you have
yeah.
you have it.
I
You
got
could
your
email me there.
CV. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mom Vida. That's so meaningful for me. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mom Vida. Maybe any question, ladies and gentlemen? So I think there's no more question. All right, ladies and gentlemen. before we close the event, we would like to present the certificate to our distinguished speakers today. So maybe the operator, please, you can present the certificate to Mamfida first, maybe. To Mas Fajar. Okay, maybe Mas Fajar needs some time to present the certificate. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will present the certificates of appreciation to our distinguished speakers, and then we will take the pictures together. And let me remind you guys that tomorrow we still have the series on November 12th. Please stay tuned and join us. Okay, Mas Fajar, are you ready to present the certificates? To Mamfida first, maybe?
Dr. Sigit, I was very interested. I'm very interested with your sharing a while back as well with the role of physics in green building. Actually, I captured 4 of the activities you have shared, and I will try those ones to my students.
Thank you, Mr.
Yes,
Mamfida.
ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Probably, it gives me an idea while they are preparing for the certificate, sir. It is now giving me an idea of one research topic. Okay, physics for green building. So, thank you. Thank you for the insight, sir.
Yes, I also hope in the near future there will be like the research collaboration, maybe in the MMSU, if there are somebody like the professor or another lecturer who are have same interest in the similar topic. Yes, we can collaborate because why not if we can collaborate as one team and doing research together and publish articles together.
Yes, sir. We are really looking forward for more collaborations with you, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the certificate of appreciation for Dr. Fida Antonio. Thank you so much, Dr. Fida, for your presentation today. Maybe you can, Mas Fajar, maybe you can capture, maybe you can present the certificate and Mam Fida side by side, and then capture the picture, capture the frame. Okay, all right. Maybe we can go to certificate of appreciation for Dr. Sigit, Mas Fajar. Thank you so much, Ma'am Fida.
My pleasure and thank you very much also po.
Okay, so this is the certificate of appreciation for Dr. Sigit Ristanto. Thank you so much, Dr. Ristanto, for your presentation today.
Thank you, Miss Dewi.
Okay. Ah, yeah, okay. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, before we close, let us take a group photo together. So please turn on your camera, ladies and gentlemen. Post your best smile. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, everyone? Okay. Okay, we will wait for you to open your camera. Please post your best smile. I will count. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mas Fajar, are you ready? Okay, so maybe we need to wait a minute so everyone can prepare and open their camera. Okay, don't be shy, everyone. Please open your camera. Okay. Maybe we can start now. How many slides, Mas Fajar? How many slides? Okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, next page. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, do we have still another page, Sir Aziz?
I think we already it's already okay.
Oh, okay, it's already okay.
Yes.
Okay, all page are captured already.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, so everyone, once again, thank you so much to our distinguished speakers today, all the participants. So this is me, Dewi Wulandari, serving as your moderator. Now I return this event. I return the floor to our Master of Ceremonies, Sir Aziz. Time's yours, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Devi, for guiding this presentation from the beginning until the end, until the Q&A sessions. And I would like to thank you very much for our speakers, the Honorable Dr. Fida Antonio and Dr. Siki Ristanto for very insightful and amazing presentation. We learned a lot from both of you, and I hope another participant as well can get more knowledge and also inspiration to work more in a physics education especially. And I would like to remind all of the participants, please fill out the attendance form because the certificate will be sent to your email based on the attendance form. So don't forget to click and fill, and please write your full name, and we will directly send the certificate to your email. And I want to remind you as well, there's another lecture series for tomorrow about the physics education as well on Wednesday. And also we have on Thursday and also until November 19, there will be lecture series as well, but in the topic of information technology education. And with one of the speaker here, Dr. Reiki. So we will see you again. And please take care of yourself. I hope all of you are well, and please enjoy the rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much.